Have you ever envied the life of a monk, peaceful, quiet, away from worldly chaos? Have you thought, if only I could leave this busy life behind, shave my head and meditate all day, I would be truly free? But have you ever asked yourself, is that really what monastic life is like? Or is there a truth beneath the surface that few ever talk about? Welcome back to the channel, the space where we take apart illusions and illuminate reality. Today's episode may shock you. We are about to unveil what life is really like behind monastery walls, beyond the incense, beyond the chants, and beyond the romanticized image we hold of monks. If you thought becoming a monk was an escape from life's hardships, then you're about to be deeply and perhaps painfully awakened. Let's start with a harsh but real quote from Buddhist tradition. Don't think becoming a monk is easy unless you're not practicing. This single sentence exposes the truth. Many people believe that to become a monk is to choose peace over stress, simplicity over struggle, enlightenment over entanglement. And yes, that's the goal. But the path to that goal, it is steep, lonely, disciplined, and unimaginably difficult. You see, what monks renounce is not just money or relationships or luxury. They renounce identity, ambition, ego, and even the illusion of self. Nothing in the world fights harder than the ego when it's being threatened. Let me take you into the day of a true practitioner. The bell rings, 3:30 am, while most of the world sleeps. The monk rises in darkness, not for coffee or comfort, but for meditation, silent sitting, for hours, not scrolling, not sipping tea, just facing the rawness of mind, facing memories, facing desires, facing demons. Then come chants, prostrations, sutra recitations. Again, not performance, but training. Training the tongue to speak truth. Training the body to bow to humility. Training the mind to return, again and again, to presence. Oh weekends, oh taking a break, no sleeping in, oh holidays. A monk's calendar is eternity. A monk's schedule is selflessness. A monk's ambition is no ambition. Still think it's easy? Let's go back in time for a moment, 2,500 years ago, to the prince named Siddhartha. Born into luxury, destined for a throne, he had everything the world could offer, yet he walked away, not because he was bored, but because he saw through it. He saw that pleasure is fleeting, that youth fades, that wealth cannot stop death. So he walked into the forest, alone. He slept under trees. He starved. He meditated until his limbs trembled. He met despair, not once, but daily. He had no guarantee of success, no assurance of awakening, and yet he persisted. That's the real origin of monastic life, not escape, but warriorhood. And modern monks inherit that path, not as relics, but as rebels, warriors of the soul, trained not with weapons, but with silence. But here's the thing. Not all who wear robes are truly practicing. In every generation, some enter monasteries to run away, not to wake up. They seek quiet, not truth. They seek comfort, not courage. They chant, but their minds are elsewhere. They shave their heads, but not their egos. They wear the robes, but inside still cling to fame, to status, to subtle desires. And the world sees them and says, see, hypocrites, lazy monks, escapists. But don't be fooled. The true monks, the ones who really walk the path, they are rare, and they are invisible. They don't seek followers. They don't broadcast their meditation retreats on social media. They don't promise instant peace. They live discipline, day in, day out. They confront their anger. They bow to their fears. They bury their pride. They cry in silence. And they do it not for recognition, but because the truth matters more than comfort. I remember meeting a monk in the high mountains of Nepal. His robe was patched, his sandals were worn thin. He had no mobile phone, no electricity, no running water. Yet his eyes held galaxies of peace. Asked him, Do you ever get lonely? He smiled and said, I am never alone, I have myself. That's not poetry. That's practice. Monastic life is a crucible, furnace. It doesn't pamper you, it burns everything that's false. Or attachments, or excuses, or self-deception. It breaks you, then rebuilds you with truth. And yes, it's painful. Imagine being told that you can't speak for a week, and then being left with nothing but your thoughts. Imagine being instructed to bow 108 times before every meal, to train humility. Imagine fasting, not as a health trend, but to weaken the grip of desire. Imagine being scolded by a senior monk, not because you were wrong, but to test your pride. Imagine having no money, no property, no partner, and still smiling. That is not weakness. That is spiritual strength. Let me be brutally honest. Most people who romanticize monastic life wouldn't last 1 week in a real monastery. Because they're not prepared to give up themselves. They want peace, but on their terms. They want enlightenment, but without surrender. They want spirituality, but with a comfortable bed, Wi-Fi, and afternoon tea. True monastic life isn't a lifestyle. It's sacrifice. It's a decision to live against the grain of the world. It's a vow to face your shadow, without distraction, for the rest of your life. Is that scary? Yes. Is it glorious? No. Is it worth it? Only if the truth is what you want more than anything else. So next time you see a monk walking quietly down the street, don't think, lucky him, no job, oh bills. Think instead, how many tears has he shed? How much desire has he burned? How much ego has he dismantled, piece by piece, breath by breath? Monks are not holy because of their robes. They're holy because of what they're willing to lose in order to awaken. Maybe, just maybe, you don't need to shave your head or move to a mountain to begin that journey. Maybe what we all need is a little more silence, little less self-importance, little more willingness to sit with our pain rather than avoid it. So I leave you with this. Before you envy a monk's life, ask yourself, what am I willing to let go of? What comfort am I willing to surrender for the sake of truth? What identity am I willing to question? Monastic life begins not in a temple, but in the heart. And that means your path can start right now. If this has stirred something inside you, please share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever considered monastic life? What do you think you'd struggle with the most? Let's talk, honestly, humbly, deeply. And if this episode has brought you clarity or courage, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this message with someone walking the spiritual path, whether in a monastery or in the chaos of modern life. Until next time, walk gently, live bravely, and dare to face yourself.